Are you part of a nonprofit organization, a youth group looking to raise cash for your cause? Stay tuned at the end of this video to learn how you can bring the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation to your town live, featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Join WWE and Mattel's efforts to help the Make-A-Wish Foundation by purchasing this John Cena WWE Celebrates the Heroes action figure exclusively at Toys R Us for a limited time. This special edition figure was designed by Wish Kid Alex from Los Angeles. Partial proceeds will benefit Make-A-Wish's wish-granting efforts around the globe. Get your Cena figure today at Toys R Us stores nationwide and toysrus.com.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Randy Orton is just like all of you. He's just like America. He's on the decline. But I am on the rise. I am already the greatest WWE champion of all time.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti, along with this man. The ladies love him, even more than the wrestling fans do. We're talking about John Cena Sr. As Macho Man Randy Savage said back in 1989 to Hulk Hogan, there is lust in their eyes.
I don't know where he gets all this from. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I don't see.
I heard, you see, no, you don't have a girlfriend. You have girlfriends. It's plural.
Well, I don't know. I keep going to Kowloon looking for some young thing, and they keep saying no old guy.
Well, let me ask you this, Johnny. We're talking about a lovely lady that has her eyes on you, Miss Irene Curran. She wants to know. 3 months after the fact, you stated you didn't really give a strong backing and a thumbs up to Jinder Mahal's main event push when he was headed into his Backlash main event with Randy Orton in Chicago. 3 months after the fact, he has held the championship. Irene wants to know, what do you think of Mahal now?
I don't think he's a good champion.
No.
I don't think he's a worthy champion. I think they need to get somebody in there that can get people involved in the championship matches, not just somebody that's in there to say. Yeah, I don't think he's the man for the job.
Do you think he has been a credible champion?
No.
Even after the fact? He's worked Randy Orton a few times on pay-per-view. Now he's gone on to his feud with Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't think there's a lot of genuine interest in his Hell in the Cell title match. I don't see the necessity for it to be in the cell. I don't think there's much of a vendetta between the two yet. There's still a lot of time to build it up. Yeah. They have a month.
I'm not impressed.
No.
I'm not impressed. Though there are other people I could see holding that belt.
We have discussed before, I think you're going to see a John, I don't know this, no one has said this to me, I wouldn't really take privileged information that I receive from a WWE type source and share it on this program, as that's just how I operate. But as someone that has observed the sport, watched the sport, lived in the sport for so long, I think you're going to see a JBL type run with Mahal, where everybody thinks every challenger that Mahal faces, he's going to drop the title. And eventually, it'll be to a superstar at WrestleMania. You think that Mahal could be the man to lose the title for John Cena's 17th reign? I think perhaps it could be anybody.
Could be anybody, but my whole thing is that the fans are going to get pretty tired pretty fast. They don't like Mahal to start with, and not because he's a good heel, it's because he can't wrestle.
Well, and you know I think the world of John Layfield, but it took the fans a while to warm up to him when he took the belt in 2004 from the late Eddie Guerrero. But by the time WrestleMania 21 came to town in Los Angeles in April of 2005, I was out there with Sheiky Baby for the Hall of Fame. John Layfield was hot because by that point, every time he worked a new babyface, the fans thought this is going to be the one to beat him, because the thought process was, how can JBL continue to hold the title? I think you're going to see the same thing with with Mahal, I should say. The fans think, how much longer can Mahal hold the title? And he's just going to continue to retain it in some way, shape, or form.
Not even close to JBL. No caliber. No. Listen to me. You got the Singh brothers. You got Mahal. You got Randy Orton. He got beat by Orton. Beat him twice. This is crazy. This is crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. Now you're going to have this Japanese violin player going in against him. This
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Very good. Thank you very much. And obviously that's not going to be a win situation. See, when you can sit back.
I wouldn't put the title on Nakamura at this point.
It's too early.
You want to know why I thought, Johnny? And you know, I was kind of a backer of Nakamura, but when we were at the SmackDown in Providence, Rhode Island, they did a big Indian celebration with Mahal and Indian dancers and whatnot. And Nakamura came out to confront him. And I honestly couldn't understand a thing that Nakamura said. And that just kind of killed it for me.
You see, now you're right back on my old song. That's when they need guys like me back, managers, for people that can't carry the tune. One of the best in the business right now is Paul Heyman. I can't say enough good words about Heyman. When I do seminars and I do stuff for managers on what, I tell them, watch Heyman. Watch the way he works. Watch what he does. Take a look at Bobby the Brain Heenan. Watch Lou Albano, Freddie Blassie. But right now, Heyman's the star. And that's what this guy needs. A mouth. Why do you think Lesnar's so over? If you gave Lesnar the stick, it'd be like, watch paint dry.
That's a great combination with those two. And Lesnar is someone that he would not be as effective without a manager.
He's not even close to being a JBL. Mahal is in there for one reason. They want the Indian market. What better way to get it than to have the champion into the country that you're going? And he's going to hold that when he comes out of India. Going to hold that for a while. But for whatever reason, to upset the fans, maybe, perhaps, but he certainly is not the same caliber of JBL. Well, he doesn't have the arrogance and the ability, nor the characterization, nor the wrestling ability.
Let me clarify my statement. I mean, Mahal is 2017's JBL in that John Layfield was taken out of nowhere and put into a main event position in 2004. The fans didn't know how to react to it. He was with the APA for years, and then one week, he showed up on SmackDown as a cowboy. No one ever expected him to win the World Championship. Then when he got it, everybody expected it to be a very short title reign because they didn't look at him at that point as a genuine main eventer. And he continued to go over. He worked Undertaker several times and he retained. He worked Eddie Guerrero and retained. He worked Booker T and retained. He worked Big Show, Kurt Angle and retained. He kept working these top stars that were above him on the food chain, even though he had the belt, until he finally got to John Cena at WrestleMania 21 in Los Angeles. Then he did the services for Mr. Cena in front of a sold-out Staples Center when the Sheik hooked me up with perhaps the worst seat in the building, but that's a different story for a different time. Thanks, Sheiky baby.
I think
now, explaining it that way, do you think there could be any similarities as far as a relative unknown top guy becoming a world champion as a heel that keeps retaining over the top baby faces, pissing the fans off to the point where they want to see it even more and more and more to build up a lot of legit, genuine heat, perhaps at WrestleMania? Maybe you think it'll be before WrestleMania.
You got to remember, when you look at John Bradshaw Layfield, he got that arrogance, that hate. The crowd just...
It has nothing to do with...
Wait a minute. But it does. Because the only reason they went to... It's like John Cena. Why do you buy tickets to go see Cena? So I can see him get his ass beat. The hate and the anger that they had towards him sold tickets. Why do you want to go see this Mahal guy? He's not putting asses in seats. To lose the title. Oh, come on. Let's be real. Take a look. It's always the same thing. The Singh brothers come in.
When the fans watch him, what do you think they want to see? They want to see him lose the title.
But they're getting tired of this thing.
Well, so it's I'm saying, they went with John Layfield for 8 or 9 months.
Layfield was truly hated.
Yeah, but it grew.
Mahal is not. No.
At first, it was indifference towards Layfield, and there's a lot of indifference towards Mahal right now.
It's not going to happen. Not even the same caliber. Don't even put him in the same class.
I'm not comparing their talent at all. John Layfield is eons beyond Jinder Mahal as far as his personality, his character, his in-ring work goes. What I'm saying is that people don't take to Mahal as a main eventer, and they didn't take to JBL as a main eventer right off the bat when they gave him the title. It grew. Do you think Mahal can grow the way JBL did between now and WrestleMania?
End of story, no.
You summed it up?
End of story, no.
Very nicely, John.
You're welcome.
Do you think there is a chance for Mahal after he drops the belt to stay on top in WWE as a non-champion?
No.
Really? You think he's going to go down the ladder?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go back to 2004.
What do you mean?
It's when they let him go.
2004? You're about a decade off, Johnny. I think you realize that after you said 2004, he was still in middle school, for Christ's sakes. Johnny,
14.
I hope that, you know, he can make some money. I hope he can continue.
I have nothing against him.
I know you don't.
He's a hard worker. He gets out there and gives us 150%. He's just
either WWE hasn't presented him with the material to heat himself up with, or he hasn't taken the material by the balls and done it himself.
I would concur and agree with you 100% on both those comments. Absolutely.
I do hope it happens.
Well,
just because it didn't happen in the first month, the first 2 months, the first 3 months, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Some people gradually grow into
the internet community.
They have no patience.
Well, but the internet community, all the other people involved out there that go to these shows are saying the same thing. There's only one reason he's here. There's only one reason he's doing it. He is not a good champion. My opinion is Orton should have beat him.
And what do you do? Let me ask you this, Mr. Booker, man. What do you do if you put the title back on Orton with Orton?
Well, no, Orton's on the way out, just like everyone else.
The Hall of Famer Mark Dustin is furious.
I didn't hear that. Well, he was getting upset. He threw that at you, but he missed. But the fact of the matter is, you know what? I look, and again, who am I to talk? But I look and you say JBL, JBL, JBL. JBL.
It's a great comparison to me.
JBL built the hatred. JBL built the heel persona the way it should be built. This guy can't do it. He can't perform at the same level.
No, he's not as good as John Layfield. I'm just talking about if you looked at where John Layfield was in August, where are we now? September of 2004. He didn't have that genuine hatred and heat as he continued to grow into.
He built the arrogance. He built the rich man's persona.
My question continues to be, can Mahal do it? I don't know.
What do you do with the character? What's the reason to hate Mahal? Thank you.
Other than his nationality. And he cheats.
What's the hell?
He cheats. He's a heel.
I work with a lot of heels. I'm a heel myself. I cheat all the time. What's different? You know what? I was at a seminar with Triple H, and he was very simple and put it very bluntly to all these potential young men and women. What makes you different from everybody else? Look at Mahal, and he's just plain vanilla.
I'll say that. How about this now, Johnny? And this may, I don't want to say profiling or anything, but if Mahal was not of Indian descent, even though he's Canadian, where would he be right now? Would he be a champion right now?
I don't know.
Would he be a top guy right now?
I don't know that either.
I don't think so.
All right,
that's my opinion.
Your opinion.
That's my opinion, Johnny. You don't think we're going to see Mahal in the main event at WrestleMania 34?
I doubt it very much.
All right, you heard it from the man himself. Johnny, running out of time in this one. We've had a great series of videos. We're looking forward to our new program coming this fall, Memories and Legends. Some great guests that you're lining up to have down in the studio. I know your dear friend Gary Michael Cappetta will be joining us in October, live in studio. And we can't let the cat out of the bag yet, Johnny, but a man that I consider one of the all-time greats in this sport perhaps will be joining us in this studio in the month of October.
Bruno Sammartino.
No. You know
Vince McMahon.
You know who we.
Vince McMahon.
Who we've been going back and forth about all week.
Paul Levesque.
Oh, I wish. Wouldn't that be an interesting
Stephanie
interview?
McMahon.
Well, you know what? He's going to keep you guessing, and I like that. I think it's going to be great. We're still trying to work out all the particulars, but when we make the announcement, I think there's going to be a lot of happy fans that will enjoy the video content. Maybe we can get a few to come down and join us. Oh, no. Don't. No.
I'm just laughing at you.
Don't sneak in.
I'm the king, Jerry Lawler.
All right. For wrestling fans, for the Joker over here, I'm Dan Marotti. Hall of Famer Mark Dustin, Wes Simcoe, Ralph Owens, Sam I Am, The Puppet, Cecil the Lion, Dave Galini, and all our dear friends here at MWF Studios.
What are you on?
You and yours. Be well. The Millennium Wrestling Federation's 15th anniversary tour begins this fall and rolls into 2017 throughout New England, down the East Coast, and into the Carolinas. If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive, turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner. MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size, from our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, in the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls. We've presented live events everywhere. Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President Dr. David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town, not for a quote-unquote wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph and pose photo opportunities, question and answer sessions, and much more. It is the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more. Our live events are fit for fans of every age, from 5 to 95. This fall, as part of our new Kids Club program, we offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can also produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every single step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far, on our local television offerings, and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platform. Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of boring candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the MWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause. Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year. Don't just take it from us. Here are folks we've teamed with in the past.